Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on when you're watching this, and welcome back to Tekkit. Now, following on from the last episode where we started looking at ME, I have done a lot of offline resource gathering. Just to clarify how much I've gathered, this is how far my quarry filled up. This was originally at 22, so I've added some of these myself from manual collecting. I've also been and gathered quite a lot. Got anything in here at the moment? I've also had problems with my power because I apparently don't quite understand how this all system works properly. Because I'm getting some power back now. I've had to separate out my quarry from my power supply because the quarry was just draining all of my power. So I'm now self-powering this quarry with these 5 steam engines. It seems to be sufficient to keep the quarry going. I could obviously add some more if I wanted to. Don't believe these will explode, but I can use one of these bad boys, which is the aqueous accumulator, which appears to be perfectly sufficient at withdrawing enough water to power all of these steam engines. But that's not the focus. The focus today is expanding the ME network. And the problem that required me to deal with the power was that once my with my resources stored in here, if I lose power to the ME network, that's it. I can't access any of my materials. So that would be bad. That'd be really bad. But there are a few things that I have prepared, and I've prepared them in advance. Now, for some reason, these tables work brilliantly when you click them. But as soon as you turn away and turn back again, they disappear. But there are a few things that I want. The first thing is I've made another disk. There he is. And I want to be able to use this disk to store specific items. Now, in order to build that disk, I had to drain pretty much all of my resources, and I went on an underground adventure, and I went mining to see how many of these quartz ores I could find. And I searched comfortably for about an hour and a half, maybe a bit more. Found an abandoned mine shaft, explored it, gathered all of the resources. That's where I got quite a lot of that iron from. And I got 13 diamonds on my adventure and 10 quartz. So I was actually better at finding diamonds than I was at finding quartz out on my adventure to go and find quartz. So that's not been as perfect as I would have liked. Let's just put these in here for a second, because I want to focus on this next adventures. So the first thing I want to have a look at, I believe, is the ME Partition Editor. And this bad boy, once I plunk it down here, should allow me to place in my disk and then format it to contain certain items. So if I wanted to take the contents of this chest, for example, I could say take one of them, 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 and leave those for now on one of them, one of them, and put those all in here, like so. And that means that it will now store all of these items into this particular device. So I could use it as my specialist. I keep forgetting to press escape. So I put all of these back. If I was to grab, I don't know, let's grab string, spider eyes, fermented eyes. I can't stack saddles. What saddles is there? Don't know why I've got an ender eye. I think I collected it from somewhere. I traded it from a villager, and that's what I did. Heads. Well, no skeleton heads. Interesting. And add these to it as well. So string. Yep. I could now tell it to format that disk, and it will only store those items in it. Not that one, that one. Which is very useful because it means I can control a little bit about what I want to wear. So for now, I could dump everything else into the format. Take this, okay, and swap this for this. And let's say I try and put my sword in here. It won't let me. I won't let me put my sword in here because it's only formatted to receive these items. So I just grab a couple of stacks of this, for example, and throw them in here. It's now starting to restore or store my redstone. So that's particularly useful. So let's grab as much of this as I can. Make sure I haven't messed it up. All but one. I don't have to worry about misclicking things because it'll only accept the things that I have told it. I didn't tell it to select that. So it makes sense to give it some of the plastic as well. So let's grab our disk back, check it back in here, add and add, take the format those. I keep typing E because E is logically exit. And I can add these. Huzzah! Huzzah! Shazam! So that's that chest, and then the other chest has just got a whole heap of crap in it. I could do the same thing with that one, obviously, but I don't need to. Now, I ideally don't want this chest as my port of call, so that's where this bad boy comes into play. Excuse me. This is the ME drive. Now, the ME drive. Why can't I build the ME drive? What? Like what? All of the resources are here. What's happening? There we go. That was weird. The ME drive is going to allow me to drop down here, and then we can throw it down here, and then I can take these two diskettes and I can add them both in here. Let's just do the formatted ones at the bottom for now. And you can see there we have our items available. Now, because they're no longer in this chest, I can no longer access them. And then this, I can obviously clear this as far as stop calling it E is concerned. So then what we need or want to build next is the ME access terminal. So that's where I've got this conversion matrix already set up. So I need some iron as well and a piece of ME cable. So the conversion matrix is what I required the quartz for, because it's one piece of quartz, one piece of nether quartz, some fluix dust, and lots of iron. We can make, I should pick one of these, put it down again, make one of these for now. Bring it back over here, put it into here. There's 2 pieces of iron, 3 pieces of glass, and a piece of ME cable, like so. The ME access terminal, I can then dig this out for now, throw this down, and the ME access terminal means that I can now have a look at the contents of my items. And you can see that I can obviously see whatever I wanted, it's all in there. I can type, so I can find what I want straight away. And I can very quickly get access to all of my resources. So that's very funky. That allows me quick access. Now the second one that I want is the ME crafting terminal. Now the ME crafting terminal requires a storage cell. That should be doable. And the access terminal, which again should be doable. So let's grab another one of these. before I forget. Where are they? There they are. So what's that storage cell? Where's it gone? ME crafting terminal. Storage cell. 4 of them. 4 of them. So 4 of them. 1 of them. And then, do we have enough of these? Yes, just exactly enough. So 1 of them. No, I need the... What am I doing? I need that, that and that, that and that, with some glass. And 1 of them. That can then go there. That goes in the middle. I've forgotten already. Crafting table, iron ingots, and glass. Do I have a ready-made crafting table? Nope. That's 4, isn't it? That goes in there then. And then we have a crafting table. So we can now put this here. And I can then click and drag from my entire network of things. So I grab some cobble, for example. I can then make loads of furnaces, and I can just keep clicking them back into the network. So I've now got 5 furnaces, and obviously I can get rid of that if I want to. I can have a look at what else I've got. I think sand and TNT. Is it sand and TNT? Make sand and something like this. Make TNT. So I can just keep making TNT and putting TNT back into the network. There it is. So I can now craft from my whole network using the interface that I have created here. I need to move, I'll move the partition device downstairs, and basically I'm going to create a couple more disks. I'm going to then have an ores disk, I'm going to have a wood disk, I'm going to have a food disk, and I'm going to have a miscellaneous disk, I guess. Now, some of this crap, and by crap I mean very important things, I can already put in because it's already partitioned into the correct place. Now I've got some snowballs in there, but as you can see I can just shift click it up and it's now all inside my wonderful network. So that's my advanced ME network setup now. Now I'm going to do a little bit more tinkering before we come back to having a look at auto crafting. So bear with me a few moments while I add another couple of partition disks and summarize all of my stuff into the network. You don't want to watch that, so bye for now guys, see you in a moment.